In this video, I will attempt to make a horror game in just 24 hours. Nowadays, horror games are getting popular among indie game developers because they make a lot of money from it, even from the simple games. So yeah, I decided to make a horror game. So the idea is you're in the cabin or in house, in the field surrounded by a jungle or mountains. There is an enemy outside the house. But wait a minute, what kind of enemy it is? Yeah, I decided to make a unique enemy. It is combination of human and cucumber. Yep, cucumber.
Cucumber. Cucumber.
Alright, in order to kill the enemy, you need to come out from the house and find a key. Using that key, you have to find a bag of salt from a box. And you will throw the salt on enemy and enemy will just die. Yeah, die. Looking easy peasy, right? Wrong. Just wait for a twist. Alright, I just started the project like everyone starts. I named this project Horror Scary Cucumber. I divided the project tasks so it would be easy for me to do everything step by step. Our Unity project was created and it was looking pretty empty. So I decided to make a player and I followed the traditional method of game devs. I make capsule as a player. After writing some code, adding glasses and material to my player, I think my player was ready to go. Almost. I think the most time-consuming part was environment design because even though I knew what kind of environment I want, I was still confused. So I added trees, add some textures to the ground, and I add a night sky box because you know the night makes things horrible. I also added some fog to make game more realistic. I noticed one thing that I could see through the trees, so I decided to add some walls to make trees look more intense. But there was still something missing. Obviously, mountains. Luckily, I had mountains in my assets list. I added them into the scene. Now surroundings were almost ready, but the house was missing. So I found this free cabin from the Unity asset store and decided to add into my game. After adding house, I realized I cannot open and close the door, so I kept it open and decided to add animations later. House was looking so dark, so it was time to add some kind of lights. I added some point lights in the house which I was going to use later for important purpose. The house was looking good with the lights, but exterior was still too dark and player could barely see anything. I found this flashlight from the Unity asset store and it helped me a lot. I set the position of flashlight and make it child of camera. Now things were looking pretty good. Game was still looking empty. I added this scarecrow and tractor model into the game and now it is looking more cool. It was time to make a door animation. I was thinking that it would be easy to make, but literally it took me so long to accomplish this small animation because I see a lot of bugs while creating this animation. I was thinking that it is time to add enemy too, since our enemy was mixture of human and cucumber, so I need a model of human. Instead of good human model, I prefer to use this piece of ship.
Yeah, boy.
For cucumber, I downloaded this model from Sketchfab. Initially, these two models had not any sort of material, so I created custom materials for both. Now, I was going to merge these two things. Okay, now it's looking pretty good. I know you guys are thinking,
hey, you didn't add the enemy face.
Yes, I didn't, but just wait, we will add that too. For eyes of enemy, I added a simple sphere and make it red, but soon I realized I could do better. I deleted one eyeball and make eyeball color white and added another sphere into the eyeball, make its color pretty red. For mouth, I used same sphere to make smiley face. I even added post-processing effect to make enemy more horror. Now player could see only eyes and mouth while enemy will be in the dark. Now I think enemy was looking good. For enemy AI, I used Unity pre-built AI system. I added some patrol points to give the direction to the enemy. But here's another problem. Enemy was not chasing the player and nothing were happening when player go close to the enemy. I write some code easily and make enemy chase the player, and now it was time to make jump scare. Usually when there is a jump scare in other games, they show a light on face, camera starts shaking and weird sound get play. So I follow these rules and added the camera on the face of enemy, added a light on face and added some post-processing effects for jump scare. For sound, I searched it on YouTube and found a creepy one. Let me show you the final results. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention that I also added some kind of sound effects like generator sound effect and environment sound effects etc. Generator get automatically turns off after a specific number of seconds. I also make pick up and drop system. Now player have option to pick up the flashlight or not. I also make game lose panel when the enemy calls the player. Now it was time to add final things. Key and salt. After searching a little bit, I found this key on Sketchfab, but I did not find any salt pack. After a lot of research, I finally found this rock model. I faced another issue while creating the key. When I drop the key, it falls me down. And this was just crazy thing. I fixed it by making it a child of flashlight and now it was working properly. I put key under the tire of tractor and add another door into the house. Inside this room, I put the rock of salt. This was only way to kill enemy. Here's another twist. I make the time limited to kill the enemy. Otherwise game will just fail automatically. For now, I destroy enemy when player throw the salt on it. Now, I'm gonna play my own game. If I could not win, it will be pretty embarrassing. Okay, so I think let's open the door first. I think I should pick up the flashlight first. I could add a lot of things like particle effects and a lot more things, but due to less time, I couldn't. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you have enjoyed the video, just press the like button, and
Please
if you don't want to subscribe, then subscribe.